Hello everyone, my name is Devid Kubuan, and in this occasion I will share about um, Kartini and me. So listen carefully and let's go. Raden Ajeng Kartini came from the Priari or Javanese aristocratic class. She is the daughter of Raden Mas Adipati Aryo Sosroningrat, a pati who was appointed regent of Jepara soon after Kartini was born. Kartini is the daughter of the first wife, but not the main wife. His mother's name is M.A. Ngasirah, daughter of Nyai Haji Siti Aminah and Kiai Haji Madirono, a religious teacher in Telukawur, Jepara. From her father's side, Kartini's lineage can be traced to Hemangkubuwono VI. The lineage of the region of Sosroningrat can even be traced back to the place of the Majapahit kingdom, since Prince Dangirim became regent of Surabaya in the 18th century. Sosroningrat's ancestors filled many important positions in Pangreh Praja. Kartini Day is the birthday of national independence hero Raden Ayu Kartini on April 21, every year since 1964, and it's commemorated by all Indonesians. Wear traditional clothes. Kartini Day celebrating are usually synonymous with wearing traditional clothes. School children are wear the second is wear the ideal professional uniform. In addition to wearing traditional clothes, children are usually also allowed to wear uniforms from the work or professional they aspire to, starting from doctor, nurses, soldier to police. Next is parade. Not only wearing traditional clothes or clothes according to ideals, Kartini Day is also often celebrated by means of parades. The school will invite children who are already wearing costumes to walk around. And the next is fashion shows. Another activity that is also synonymous with Kartini Days celebrating is a fashion show. Usually the children will completely demonstrate their traditional clothes on stage. If you win, you can get a trophy. The last activities is singing the song Ibu Kita Kartini. The celebration of Kartini Day is not complete without singing the song Ibu Kita Kartini. Kartini's letters were written about her thoughts on social condition at that time, especially about the condition of indigenous women. Most of her letters contain complaints and lawsuits, especially regarding to the culture in Java, which is seen as an obstacle to women progress. He wants women to have the freedom to gain knowledge and study. This change in Kartini's thinking implies that she has put her ego aside and has become a human who prioritizes transcendence. That when Kartini almost get her dream to study in Betawi, she preferred to make sacrifice to follow the patriarchal principle that she had been opposed to, namely marrying the Duke of Rembang. This film tells the story of Kartini who grew up watching her mother Ngasirah become an outcast in her home. This happened because he did not have noble blood and became a servant. The father, named Raden Sosroningrat, who loved Kartini very much, was powerless against the traditions that had been passed down from generation to generation. Throughout her life, Kartini fought for equal rights for all people, whether noble or not, especially the right to education for women. Together with her two sisters, Rukmini and Kardina, Kartini fought to establish schools for the poor and create jobs for all the people of Jepara. Back in her letter, Kartini can tell about the condition of a woman like herself who feels constrained even without being able to choose her own future. Kartini also talked about many things, about her nation suffering from colonialism, her anxiety about religion, to her concern for education. The gender issue that I choose is marriage patterns that are detrimental to women. Early marriage is common in Indonesia, especially in rural areas. In 2004, United Nations reports estimate that 13% of Indonesian women were married between the ages of 15 to 19 years old. In Islamic law, men are allowed to take more than one wife. However, the 1974 marriage law states that permission to have multiple wives can be granted if the first wife is unable to carry out her responsibilities as a wife. Indonesian civil servants are also prohibited from practicing polygamy. Marriage law in Indonesia considered as a man as the head of the household and the breadwinner of the family. Meanwhile, household tasks, including raising children, are generally carried out by a woman. Today's Kartini Days must be celebrated by providing more education about the importance of readiness before marriage, especially for women. This is done so that the wrong marriage pattern that often makes women victims can be prevented. We can do several roles like first educate yourself. This is something that everyone should do before talking about this gender issue to others. The goal is that we can provide true and correct information. The next that we can do is invite people around us to be equally concerned with gender issue by providing correct information. And the last that we can do is using social media platforms to educate fellow teenagers about the dangers of wrong marriage pattern in women. I think that's all of my presentation. Thank you and see you in the next time. Bye bye.